welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Tejal Chopra, an online marketing strategist. For those of you who do not know me, I am an electrical engineer turned a marketeer, and today I wanted to discuss something super critical for your stories, for your sales, and for your Instagram. Before we dive into the whys in the house, let me tell you about Instagram polls. Like, what is it? For those of you who do not know, this is how an Instagram poll looks like. It's essentially an option given to your audience to choose between two options like A or B. You can type anything inside A or B. It's just that it's an interactive element which, when put on your stories, makes people interact with it. Now, why you should be using it is something that I want to discuss with you next. The first important thing for you to know is that Instagram polls are the easiest form of engagement you can get back on your stories from your audience. Yes, it's interactive, it's easy to choose from, even easier than a quiz and even easier than an ask me anything question sticker, because they do not have to type out anything. It's very simple to choose between A or B, and let me tell you, it's human nature. When you see two options in front of you, you're bound to choose, you're bound to give your opinion, even if you do not particularly want to do it. You do not even think about the fact that you're interacting with someone's stories and you're giving reply to a question they've asked to their audience. So that's how easy it is to use Instagram polls and get your audience to interact with you. I'm not only talking about the Instagram algorithm and how it will up your engagement in terms of the data and numbers, but also think about it from the perspective of your audience. Even if someone has not interacted with you at all, but they reply to your poll, that is the first step they are taking in the direction of communicating with you. It strengthens the bond with your audience, and that is a very powerful step one in order for them to move from that follower to the engager to the buyer. If they do not start interaction with you, they cannot go down the route of buying from you. So we need to get them to engage with us, and Instagram polls are the easiest way of starting up that engagement game. So if you're not using them, start using them today onwards. Yes, promise me that today you'll go and put up a poll, a simple one. I'm going to give you ideas in this video. So wait and listen to the full video before you go. So now let's move from the why, that is why you need to be using Instagram polls, to how to use them effectively for you as a business owner. With insights, you get to know a lot about their demographics, but if it comes to talking about interests and pain points, these polls will help you gauge where your audience is at and how can you help them and how can you help around their particular pain points. So you can really put out polls and let them know that you want to know them better in order to solve their problems. Sometimes what you can do is actually drive them to their real pain points, because often people feel that I want to grow my Instagram followers. That is a pain point I have. So this is from an audience perspective. But when I talk to them, when I understand their deeper problems, it's that they have followers, but those followers are also not inquiring about their products. Then even if they have followers, they are not able to convert them to sales. So the whole thing comes down to the fact that they want sales and inquiries, which is the main pain point, which people do not focus on because they feel that having followers will automatically lead to sales. This is one such example, but often people might not be aware about what the true pain point is. So you can use your polls effectively to drive them to that particular pain point by creating these scenarios and situations in front of them. That is, when it comes to choosing between this and this, what will you choose? And from those answers, the next poll arises. So likewise, you can creatively set up a series of 3-4 polls. I'm not saying like 20 polls, on the basis of knowing your audience and then taking them from where they are to discovering their actual pain point. This will help them become aware, and it will help you sell better, because now your audience is aware of what is the real problem and how can you help them. As I told you, when someone votes on your poll, they become psychologically a step closer to knowing you, to trusting you, and eventually whenever they decide to buy from you, I'm not saying if they reply to one of your polls, they will buy from you instantly. No, that will not happen. But in their own mind, they've become closer to you. They feel like you know them and they know you. That is a part of it. And secondly, when you take decisions based on which poll won, they feel heard. So for example, if you were asking, should I post about this, or you were simply asking a normal drink, coffee or tea question, or anything for that matter, when you post something like this and they give you a suggestion, okay, wear this out of these two dresses, like for an influencer, for a fashion blogger, if you say that, okay, these are the two outfits I created, which one should I wear on this particular event? and A gets more votes than B, then when the influencer wears that particular thing, the audience feels heard. They feel that you've taken a decision they wanted you to take. So psychologically, this bond keeps on strengthening from both the ends. I've tried them and I keep using them on my stories so much. Come on my Instagram at Tejal Chopra and see for your own self. You know what, sometimes you can simply poll them on what trends are going on some of the memes that came up. You can just understand how they work, what do they do they watch Netflix, do they watch Money Heist, did they see the Met Gala costumes and all the memes created around the same. Sometimes you can just poll them to keep the interaction going and to know them for the communication bit as well. Just start using polls to get these conversations started with your audience. That is my main point that I'm conveying to you. So now I've written down some ideas for you as to what can you poll them on. Some simple stuff to begin with is here. So one question can be, what do they like? One option series is summers versus winters, tea versus coffee, reading versus writing, morning versus night. When are they most productive? Morning versus night, evening, daytime, afternoon. Again, you can have limitless options. You can choose these options, you can choose these questions based on your audience and based on how you're feeling that particular day. So these are some simple ones I'm sharing with you. Then you can also talk to them about what are they currently doing, whether it's a side hustle or a full-time hustle. What should I cook today? So for example, if I'm going to the kitchen and I have options of cooking dal roti, or I have rice and pulao, or I have Chinese, multiple things, so I can just quiz that I'm not sure what should I cook. So now these polls that I'm giving you, the ideas that I'm giving you, can be used by anyone. They can be used by business owners, influencers, content creators. Even product-based businesses can use these polls to get to know their audience better and to get the communication started. You can quiz them on what sort of packaging do they prefer, whether it should be beautiful or it should be eco-friendly. It just depends on what you want to do. If there's a particular thing, a particular goal in your mind, center your questions around that and give options around that. If not, then have fun, be creative and see how it goes. Okay, some other examples I have for you is, which Harry Potter character do they love? Hermione versus Ron, or Harry versus Hermione, Harry versus Ron, anything. Which is your favorite social media platform? Whether it's Clubhouse, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, multiple things you can ask them about. And then you can also get to know them on how they like consuming content, whether it's video or text. What do they prefer? Accordingly, you can vary your content and you can give them exactly what they need. So this is helping you as well as helping them. So overall, generally speaking, you can create polls on demographics also. Even if you want to deeply understand your audience based on their cities, on their districts, then go deeper into that. Some businesses require demographic knowledge not up till the state level, but deeper in there as well. You can test them on the basis of what kind of content do they enjoy from you. Not necessarily video or text, but generally, if I talk about Instagram, people enjoy more, or if I talk about other types of social media, or if I talk about online business or sales, again, topics they'd like your help on, problems they'd like you to solve. So these things, the ones that I just talked about, will help you help them better. Come on, summers versus winters is super simple. Just get started with any poll. Tag me on your story if you'd like me to see that poll as well, or DM me with your results related to the polls and I'd be waiting. If you like this video, you definitely like my other videos too. I talk about Instagram, social media, entrepreneurship and multiple other things. So check out the videos that you have on screen and I will see you in the next video. Take care.